Coming to the stage is very funny. Put your hands together for J.W. Brogan. Give it up for Brogan. Thanks, everybody. Give it up one more time for our wonderful host, Ryan Pfeiffer. Not feeling too great tonight, guys. There's a phrase, there's a saying, beer before liquor. Anybody know beer before liquor? What is it? Never sicker, and liquor before beer.
In the clear.
Liquor before beer in the clear. There's not a saying for Xanax and tequila on your lunch break. But it does involve you calling in sick to work on your lunch break. And then I passed out. And I woke up at 8:45. Realized I had a show at 11. So here I am.
Salute. Woo.
Salute. This drink's, it's actually for you guys to make you more comfortable. It's not to help my crippling fear of talking in front of large crowds, which is actually not a factor tonight. Any overachievers in the crowd?
No. We're here.
These are my people. Now, I dropped out of high school 2 weeks before graduation. 2 weeks before graduating. That was my father's reaction. I dropped out of high school 2 weeks before graduating with honors. I was going to graduate with honors, and as an act of rebellion that has been increasingly financially detrimental to my life, I dropped out of high school 2 weeks before graduating with honors. Now, now the thing is, the school system honored different things than I did. They honored things like good grades, applying yourself, self-actualization, extracurricular activities. And, well, they weren't really clear on that. I don't really know what curricular means. And that's more a reflection on the public school system than it is myself.
I'll explain.
My extracurricular activities were smoking copious amounts of marijuana, trying to finger as many chicks as I possibly could. It's an actually low, laughable number, the amount of chicks I was successful doing that with. But my guidance counselor called me in 2 weeks before graduation. She sits me down, and automatically it's like an interrogation scene, right? It's like the first 48. Like, I'm handcuffed to a desk. She throws me a pack of cigarettes. It's 2007, so kids were allowed to smoke in high school back then. I'm sitting there. She looks at me. You know, you have a GPA. That's grade point average. I said, thanks for clearing that up. She said, you have a GPA of 0.9. And I was pretty proud. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty proud of that. My guidance counselor, on the other hand, not as proud of me for that, nor was my father. And she asked me, you're not going to graduate this year. You failed every single year up until your senior year. And I said, well, that doesn't make a lot of logic, because how did I make it to my senior year? Had her in a bit of a conundrum. And she said, what are you going to do with your life? What do you plan on doing with your life? I figured I'd be a smart ass. Fuck, I don't know, I'll probably drive a forklift in a warehouse or something.
Salute. What the cross?
7 years later, I'm driving a forklift in a fucking warehouse. As opposed to where, I don't know, like where else are you going to drive a forklift? Like an ice rink? The Zamboni has a monopoly on that market, exactly. Thank you, sir. So I drop out, and then I go to prison.
No way.
I swear to God, you can look up Google my fucking name, my mugshot comes up. I went to prison from the ages of 19 to 21. But that's not part of my act for what? I'm not gonna, no. For what? For murder. I had a really good lawyer.
You know, I'm sitting so animal. You should do that.
What's your last name?
I'll tell you at the end of my set. I got my GED in prison, that's very true.
With honors.
As honorable as you can get a GED in prison. And I got out, I didn't put it to any kind of use whatsoever.
No way.
Yeah, imagine that. And, but I really do drive a forklift. And today when I was at work, I did show up. Round of applause for me showing up to work today.
Not on time, but he still showed up.
Well, I mean, and I also, and don't get too excited. I took 3 Xanax bars and drank 5 shots of tequila and passed the fuck out. And you all need professional help for rehabilitation. But I'm already in the classes. So, did you guys know that pandas shit 50 times a day?
Yep.
50 times a day.
A lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit, right?
That's a lot of shit.
Which begs the question, how did the Charmin toilet paper company not choose a fucking panda bear as their bear representative?
That's a good question. They got confused, koala.
No, they've got like a little fake-ass grizzly bear, like you can prevent forest fire type deal. No. And we all know that bamboo shoots right through you.
Oh, yeah.
You have 1 minute.
3 seconds go. I thought this was a group effort.
You all heard that too, yeah? Okay.
You now have 2 minutes. Or whatever you need.
More shit jokes, you say. That's what's getting my time extended, is my shit jokes. Okay, here we go. Did you guys know that toilet paper was invented in 1857?
How do you know that?
How you know that?
Because of Google! Google it! I fucking Googled it just like an offhand. 1857. How crazy is that? What do you think people did before toilet paper? They must have just stood around scratching like, God damn, I hope somebody invents toilet paper.
Leave.
Woo! Yeah, but then you got to know how to differentiate between poison oak and you got your poison ivies, and you don't know what you're shoving up there. Now, we have a hero in this story. The protagonist of the toilet paper story, Joseph McGaiety. Joseph McGahey invented toilet paper in 1857. It was 1999, not that long ago. He invented it in 1857. The telephone was invented in 1876 because it took people 19 years to stop scratching their itchy assholes and call everybody and say, dude, have you heard about this new fucking toilet paper? And I like to imagine that, you know, like, you got little Joey Gaiety. He's at the drawing board, you know, he's trying to figure out the periodic table or the element where paper falls under. And, you know, he's working on, he's doing experiments. He's doing experiments, and, you know, there's some rough drafts, you know, it's like, the first thing's like sandpaper, he's like, nah, that's no good. Soft kitten, nah, they're too hard to come by. And he settles on toilet paper, right? And he's sitting there, he's writing it out on his board, you know, and he's got the old school quilt, but he licks it, he forgot it wasn't a modern day pen, so he get ink all in his mouth. It was disgusting. But he's got it, he's got the formula for toilet paper, he writes it all out, boom. And he's got it, right? He's got his piece of toilet paper. And he's running through the streets. And it's like that scene in Willy Wonka where Charlie has a golden ticket, right? And he's just running through. And he's running through. But it's not a golden ticket, it's a brown ticket. But nonetheless, he's running through. And then he passes a chimney sweep who's just, well, really, I mean, because he's only got one hand, you know, he's got to scratch his itchy asshole. You know, with the other hand, the toilet paper hadn't quite caught on yet. So I like to think that we all owe a debt of gratitude to Joey McGahey for providing us with toilet paper.
Thank you.
I'm J.W. Brogan. Saluting everyone. Thank you for listening. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming. Thanks for staying out this late. And make sure to tip your bartender, Michelle. She's the best bartender on the coast.
Give it up for J.W. Brogan. Give it up for, look him up on Bean. Bean. Do it right now? Okay, jeez. I don't want people to think they do my show, you're going to start Googling them. You know, who knows?
Toilet paper.
The toilet paper, right, okay. You guys having fun?